Testing, hello. I forgot I muted my mic. I muted my mic because I was recording gameplay for a project. There we go. Now. Let's see. Now I have to wait for everybody to catch up. No audio coming through your mic. Yeah, that was my bad. Yep. Thank you, chat. I was like, why is everybody spamming no sound? I'm not a professional, okay? That's the big thing. I'm not a professional. There we go. Hi, everybody. Hey, Blue X, Nicholas, Robert. How's it going, everybody? So it starts in 1 hour. I figured what we'd do is we'd kind of talk, we'd kind of speculate. There's actually a news article I wanted to look at with everybody, and I kind of just wanted to talk to chat. It was a true epic gamer moment for sure. How's it going, everybody? We can hear you now. There we go. Yeah. I mean, I have heard some rumors, but so let's look at this first. This is what's about to happen. The state of play starts in 50 minutes. And it's going to be 40 minutes long. So here's their official thing real quick. Also, holy heck, the fact that we have 200 concurrent viewers in like a minute, like y'all are insane. Hello, everybody. It doesn't sound like we're going to be seeing... So here, let's read this. Let's read this and we'll understand what's about to happen. Let me make sure I have the correct mic connected here. Let's see here. Properties. Yeah, you guys are hearing the good mic. Okay, so State of Play starts here in just a bit. Here we are, August 6th. Starts at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. my time. It's been a while, but State of Play returns this Thursday with a focus on third-party published games coming to the PS4 and PSVR. So right away, if we were super expecting something crazy, like the odds of us seeing something like Omega mind-blowing, this is not going to be Spider-Man. There's not going to be God of War. I've heard about a PlayStation 5 game. We're probably not going to see that today, but Dreamcast Guy is my favorite YouTuber, second to Spawnway. Thank you so much there, Jay Matthew. Call of Duty could be shown 90% sure. Maybe they will show Call of Duty today, but I still don't quite think they might. But here's the thing. We'll have a few PS5 game updates on third-party and indie titles you last saw in June's PlayStation 5 showcase. So honestly, I do think that we're going to be maybe seeing some Resident Evil 8, but other than that, I think they're probably just going to show maybe more Bugsnax. Are you going to review Mortal Shell, Dreamcast Guy? Yes, I am. I have already talked to the guys. I should be getting Mortal Shell soon. I should be able to have a review for Mortal Shell up before it even comes out. This episode is weighing in at 40 minutes. We're going to have a great lineup in store featuring plenty of new gameplay footage and other game updates. Can't wait to hear what you think. So this is why I think that even though this is going to be mostly stuff that we know about, I still think it could be exciting. Oops. Did I mute the update box? Oh, I muted the update box. There we go. Chat box. There we go. Okay, so now all future super chats and donations should appear on screen again. Oh, let me move the chat off my face. Let's put the chat above me. Did that work? Let's see here. Chat box. There we go. Cool. But John Gray just super chatted $5 and said, glad to catch your stream. Anything you're excited for? I'm excited for some stuff. I think I'm most excited about Resident Evil 8 possibly showing up. We don't know. This is super weird. We don't know what it's going to be. This is so random. Hey there, TDY. I'm confused. Is Demon Souls coming to the same time as Elden Ring? Who knows? We don't know. The thing is that we probably can expect that they're not going to be showing any PlayStation 5 games. Like, there's nothing new that's going to be revealed. Everything that's going to be a new game is going to be a PS4 or PSVR game. But there is a loophole to this, which is that there are rumors that some games that are coming to PlayStation 4 are also going to be going to PlayStation 5. So they might show a game today that is technically a PlayStation 4 game, but will also be coming to PlayStation 5, which could be things like Call of Duty, right? All right, so just to be super clear, there will be no PlayStation Studio updates in Thursday's episode. There won't be any updates around hardware, business, pre-orders, or dates either. On Thursday, our focus is squarely on showcasing some cool upcoming games coming to the broader PlayStation ecosystem. Should be fun. So, who knows? This starts now in just a bit. In fact, I guess I could actually click this. There's probably like an official countdown here. So this will be it. 47 minutes. This is our official countdown here, boys. Cool. And we're going to hide there. I don't want to see their chat. Where's the... there we go. Boom. Hey there, Yellow Kazoo. Skylanders. Yeah, possibly a new Skylanders. I like that they warned people. Makes sense, says Joe Kai. Honestly, that's a great point. The fact that they've already kind of tempered our expectations is really good. Nerd Hollow says, why do you consider this weird? There are over 100 million PlayStation 4 sold. Why would you trash their system before... No, so I don't. Nerd Hollow, you're projecting a lot of me there, buddy. No, I'm saying it's weird to have such a giant showcase promoting PlayStation 4 games before they've announced that much about the PlayStation 5. It's weird that we're probably about to have a $600 console or a $700 PlayStation 5 or something, and like the fact that they're about to have the pre-orders for the next console and they're still going to be showing you games for the PlayStation 4. That's part of why I honestly believe that this showcase is going to have a bunch of things that probably say will also play on PlayStation 5. I think they're going to show PlayStation 4 games. Honestly, I think every PlayStation 4 game we see today, every single one is going to be compatible with the PlayStation 5. And it might even say something like PlayStation 5 Enhanced. I'll laugh if they show the Resident Evil 4 remake, but not Resident Evil... if they show the Resident Evil 4 remake, but not Resident Evil 8. Yeah, 118 million consoles sold is the reason they're showing PlayStation 4 games. Okay, so the article I wanted to look at y'all about, let's take a sip of this delicious mango juice. Another state of play in a month, what do you think? I definitely think it's possible. But Dreamcast guy, how you doing? I'm doing great. I'm doing actually great. It's been a very fun day. I'll be honest, I've been sitting around being lazy all day waiting for this to start. I've just been playing games and hanging out. But there is this interesting article I wanted to look at. This is a new official statement from Bethesda. Doom Eternal and Elder Scrolls Online are coming to the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X with enhancements. Bethesda has announced that Doom Eternal and Elder Scrolls are coming to the next gen. Both games will be updated for free to those that own the PlayStation 4 or Xbox versions of the game. And both games should be playable on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X on day one, with enhancements to come at a later date. Now, in my opinion, this is actually a really big deal, and I don't think a lot of people are talking about it. I think a lot of people are kind of just thinking like, okay, that's interesting. I think that this is a big deal because it's basically the first major studio saying how easy it is to convert stuff over. Like the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, they're just, they're a more updated version of the consoles. The architecture is so close. The fact that they're going to be putting a PlayStation 4 game directly onto the PlayStation 5 and then updating the graphics and stuff later, that is a very, very big deal. And I think we're going to be seeing a lot of that. Honestly, I think a lot of the stuff we're going to be seeing today is stuff that is going to be dropping and sold in digital stores on PlayStation 5, even if it is a PlayStation 4 game. Bethesda also confirmed that it's committed to providing free upgrades to any game they bring across next-gen consoles. There we go, cool. Oh, let me make it so that alert box. I'm going to put the alert box over here. Skies of Arcadia remake, I'm calling it now, says Mega with a $2 super chat. Dude, I would love that. I was actually talking to some friends last night about Skies of Arcadia. One of my friends, she has never played it. Pelvic Gaming, if y'all know Pelvic Gaming, she's never played Skies of Arcadia. So I'm thinking about lending her my copy so she can finally play it. But it's certainly going to be fun. Obviously, just 43 minutes away. PlayStation 5 remasters. I mean, I'm not even sure that they're going to be full-blown remasters, you know? That's the thing, is that they're going to be blurring the line. Whereas remasters have always been about trying to do a big jump, and I don't feel like this is going to be a big jump. Like just for fun, let's look at Last of Us versus Last of Us remastered graphics. All right, so here's a nice example. Let's look at this. Oh, no, that's Last of Us Part 2. These are all Last of Us Part 2. I'm looking for Last of Us. Here we go. Oh, that is really dramatic music. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make here is, even this, when you think about it, this is actually a pretty substantial difference here. Like, this is completely different architecture. The PlayStation 3 was built in a way that was totally different from the PlayStation 4. This remaster was a complete ground up remake, whereas I think the jump from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 is tinier on a technical level. So I do believe that, like, when we see those next gen upgraded games, when we see PlayStation 4 games getting the PlayStation 5 update, it's probably going to be about this much. It's going to be a tiny but appreciated upgrade. One Man Show just super chatted $5 and said, do you think consoles will finally achieve 60 frames per second as the standard? I sure hope so. I've been gaming a bunch on PC this last couple months. Like, this year I've been playing more stuff just because there hasn't been that many Nintendo Switch games for me to play. So I've been spending my Nintendo Switch free time instead playing PC games. And when I'm playing these PC games, I've definitely come to appreciate, like, a lot of the shooters and stuff I'm playing are 100 frames a second. Like, I've been playing so many games at 100 frames a second. So I am in that place now where sometimes when I go back to 30 frames a second, it does feel a little bit weird. Metal Gear Solid 4 remaster, that'd be good. Last of Us Part 2 Zero Abbey Edition. I mean, I'd buy it. Dreamcast guy, do you play Fall Guys on PC or PS4? Right now, I have only been playing Fall Guys on PS4. Or, sorry, I've only been playing Fall Guys on PC. I haven't even installed it yet on PS4. Do you think the PlayStation 5 is going to play at 120 frames per second? No, I like the idea of, like, ultra high frame rate. I just don't think the jump technologically from PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5, I don't think is going to be that big. I think that maybe in a couple of years. So this generation has been 7 years. We got the PlayStation 4 7 years ago, and it's been a fun 7 years. I mean, quite frankly, it's been kind of amazing to see it having such a successful run. Like, when you really kind of just sit down and consider, like, look at here's a launch game. Let's look at this launch game real quick. Is it Killzone Shadowfall? Look at some Killzone Shadowfall gameplay, no commentary. There we go. No commentary. So these are graphics that are on a standard PlayStation 4 at launch. Let's see some actual combat, not just a cutscene. So these were decent. Obviously, this isn't even a PlayStation 4 Pro. It's just a decent console. Now, think about the things that came out 7 years later. Like, let's just take a second and soak this in. Like, okay, this looks all right. It's got, like, cutscenes and combat. Obviously, this guy sucks at the game and he's lost. Look at this doofus. But this is clearly running at 30 frames a second. It's probably about 900p upscaled. It's not probably full real 1080p, but it looks decent, you know? Like, this doesn't look bad. It looks like a really good PlayStation 3 game. But then let's think, what's a really graphically impressive game that just came out? Like, let's just see some Last of Us. Last of Us. Gameplay, no commentary, no Abby. There we go. Like, graphically, the jump in those 7 years, without a single hardware upgrade, without a single thing that managed to actually change things. Yeah, Ghost, oh, perfect. Actually, in chat, Safi says Ghost of Tsushima. Ghost of Tsushima gameplay. Great idea. Now, obviously, a lot of this stuff is running at, this is running on, oh god, I don't want to hear, we're just going to mute this doofus. But this is running on a PlayStation 4 Pro, but still, it shows how things are managing to improve. So my thought is, even if PlayStation 5 games don't look amazing at the start, even if, like, this first 6 months or a year, PlayStation 5 games kind of just look like PlayStation 4 games, I think that the upward scaling is going to keep advancing. I think that towards the end of 2021, we're going to have some really, really good looking games on the PlayStation 5. Stuff like, it's still kind of incredible to me that this is a PlayStation 4 game. Like, Ghost of Tsushima is some bonkers graphics. Even now looking back on this, I'm so glad I platinumed this game. Dreamcast guy, do you think the PlayStation 5 will be fully backwards compatible with the PlayStation 1 through 3? I don't anymore. I believed those rumors for a long time. I love the idea, obviously. You guys know my wall. I have thousands and thousands of PlayStation 1, 2, and 3 games. So I like the idea, but I just don't think it's going to happen. You'll need a new TV if you want to play over 60 frames a second. Is that really true, Sanely? I think I'm just playing on a... I thought I was playing on kind of a mid-tier TV. Maybe you do need a... A lot of people are talking about TVs, how you need TVs to better appreciate better graphics. I think we are coming to a time where you can't get away with a 720p TV anymore. I think you need to realize that, like, if you want to do things right, like, if you want to have the best graphics, the best visuals, if you want to actually see the full fidelity of a game, like, you got to be able to play it on the best TV. Hip Hop Gamer talks about how it's going to be done. Hey there, Hoodie. Do you think they'll show Elden Ring today? No, I don't. Let's see here. Elden Ring. That's a good video title. Where the hell is Elden Ring? Yeah, the fact that they showed this a year ago now. This trailer revealed nothing. Yeah, well, I mean, it is considered PlayStation 4. Maybe we'll see it today. I think that this game is basically a myth. I mean, we saw it. Obviously, it was real enough to be revealed, but I still think that this is just... I mean, I think that this is years and years and years away. We need Dreamcast Guy as an exclusive character in the Avengers Xbox. Bro, if I was in the Avengers game, I would get my ass kicked. Like, seriously, the Incredible Hulk would come up and use me as toilet paper. Where the hell is Bloody Roar? That'd be pretty good. Yeah, new Resident Evil 8 trailer would be absolutely hyped. Thank you. Holy crap, we got almost 1,000 people watching. If y'all haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. Hello, I'm Dreamcast Guy. I do game reviews, I do live streams of big events like this, and I'm a huge lover of RPG and horror. I've done some big videos on stuff like Resident Evil 8. So obviously today, my biggest hope is that we see some more Resident Evil 8. I want to see some gameplay. I want to see some combat. The teaser trailer we saw for Resident Evil 8, I think we can all agree that was a really good reveal. But since we know that today is going to be mostly focusing on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation VR, I think that we're probably mostly going to see like indie stuff or weird anime games or interesting games but different stuff. Dreamcast guy, we need to do time splitters. That would be pretty good. I would love to. I would love to see a new time splitters. Hit that like button, yeah, if y'all want. The live event actually starts here, so we have a big timer here. You can see it starts in exactly 33 minutes. This is the official stream coming from the PlayStation page. I'm going to stream it from here just to make sure we get the instantaneous source. I can see people are actually subscribing. Thank you so much. Raw shit. What a great name. Moth Ben puts PlayStation as the most toxic fans, and then he put like 5 heart faces. Like, it's possible. So there is a rumor, giant quotes, rumor, that we might get a second state of play towards the end of August. It sounds like towards the end of August, there might be some sort of more PlayStation-y state of play, something that's going to focus more on the PS5 stuff. And that is where we could see the new Silent Hill. Like, obviously, I think it's really bizarre, but the fact that we have been seeing that, let's see here. This official Silent Hill Twitter account, I honestly believe that this exists for a very specific reason. Like, this thing is not an accident. Like, this exists on purpose. This just got created. I definitely think that we're about to see the new Silent Hill game. Alex Truska just super chatted €5 and says, what do you think, Dreamcast? Is Resident Evil 8 going to take place in Romania? I think it is for sure. It's definitely somewhere in like Europe, maybe like Eastern Europe. There's a dog freaking out outside my window. Where are the pre-orders? Yeah, so that's the weirdest thing of all is, honestly, I think that they should launch the pre-orders as soon as possible. The fact that we haven't seen the pre-orders yet is a little bit alarming. Like, it's kind of bizarre to think about the fact that this is coming out in maybe 100 days from now, 130 days. Like, it's coming up. Dreamcast guy, do you think there's going to be a Last of Us Part 3 where Abby is going to come back for revenge at the end? Ellie dies. No, I do think that there's going to be a Last of Us Part 3 just because Last of Us Part 2 sold so crazy good. Like, the Last of Us Part 2 sales numbers, you guys know I don't even care about that game, but let's see here. Last of Us Part 2 sales. This thing, like, yeah, this thing broke a bunch of sales records. 4 million copies in the first weekend. It's absolutely bonkers. Just absolutely bonkers. And I don't love the game. I think that Last of Us Part 2 is certainly extremely overrated. But I could definitely think that Last of Us Part 3 is probably going to happen. And I do think that Last of Us Part 3 is probably going to bring in new characters. What do you think the PlayStation 5 is going to cost? The more I talk to people that are much more intelligent than myself, I do think that the PlayStation 5 is probably going to be $600. And I don't like that. I'm definitely not thrilled about the idea of dropping $600 on a console. But I guess we'll see, right? Oh, God, I love mango juice. I want Evil Within 3. Yeah, dude, I want Evil Within 3 bad. But now, I mean, I don't think we're getting Evil Within 3. I have a theory that Evil Within 2 sold bad. The fact that we never got Evil Within 2 DLC and they put it on sale so quick, I think Evil Within 2 kind of bombed. Mega just super chatted $5 and said, Sony and Microsoft are waiting on that second stim check to hit people's pockets before they reveal the prices. Would be hilarious if they priced it at $1,200. SOCOM win. So, at the very least, let me phrase it this way. From everything I have heard about the PlayStation 5, from all the leaks I've read, from all the sources I've talked to, the PlayStation 5 is expensive to create. So even if they managed to sell it for $500, which I think would be best case scenario, $500 honestly would be freaking great. Like, look at all y'all. Everybody in chat is spamming 500, and I think that's good. That shows people are willing to drop half of $1,000 on it. Like, a lot of people have set aside that money. People have mentally prepared themselves for $500. I still think that the PlayStation 5 probably is going to cost Sony about $600 to make. Production cost is oftentimes higher than the ticket price. It's extremely common. A lot of times the console costs more than they sell it for because they make money with the games they sell. Every game that sells on PlayStation 4, Sony gets a cut. If they sell a $60 game, no matter what, Sony gets like $6 of it. So Sony tries to get the console out there for as cheap as possible. That way, as much people as possible are buying games. It gets people to bit DLC. People pre-order stuff first. The exclusives, obviously, for every single PlayStation exclusive, Sony gets like, $20 for every game sold. I think that they're going to probably try and sell it for $500, even if it really hurts them to do it. I mean, even if Sony is geysering blood, they see the studies, they see how much people are excited to do PlayStation 5. I think they're going to try and sell it as cheap as possible. Like, I don't know if you guys saw this. Let me pull up this study. I think I bookmarked it. I was going to do a video on it, but I ended up not doing a video on it. 85%. Yeah, so here was this interesting study I saw. Now, if you know anything about like analytical data, like it's probably, this is a little bit skewed. It has a tiny survey pool. By the way, people, we are still in the waiting room. 26 minutes. 26 minutes in the chat, everybody. We got 26 minutes till the state of play. But there was this interesting study that was done that said 85% of gamers are willing to buy a PlayStation 5, a survey reveals. And basically what this says is that they talked to some people in Europe and they found out that most people were wanting to jump onto PlayStation 5 specifically. They were okay with the idea of next gen. They were excited for next gen, but simultaneously they were kind of just at the thing of, they were like, the people are now thinking of PlayStation as the default. I think that that's what Sony has managed to do, is that Sony has sold so many hundreds of millions of consoles now that it's managed to get like people focusing on PlayStation as the default. So as they think about the next gen, the first thing they think about is, well, I got to get a PlayStation. Hey, Dreamcast guy, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. You think Sony took risks, will be losing money on the PlayStation 5? To some degree, yes. I don't have a 4K TV. Should I buy a PlayStation 5? Says Todd Warsing in a $2 super chat. I don't know. So I have a 1080p TV. I'm streaming this right now on a 1080p TV. I don't even think I actually have HDR enabled. I do. When I review games, I actually have, I can call this my reviewer corner. This TV here, this is a 4K TV. 4K TVs are getting cheaper. I do think that it might be a good idea to actually get a 4K TV now. I think that it could definitely be worth it. I think that 4K TVs sound like now is the time. I think that if you're going to save up, if you're going to invest, if you're going to try and buy like one big purchase for next gen, besides the console, besides the games, it's definitely that. What do you think about GTA 6 coming out in 2022? Oh yeah, that's my. I should have grabbed my PlayStation 5. Here's my wonderful homemade PlayStation 5. Look at that. This is 100% realistic. So what I did is I actually got the leaked photos and stuff and compared the size and scale. So this is the exact size that the PlayStation 5 is going to be. Hopefully it won't be this ugly. I made this out of crafting foam, but here it is, boys. When I buy my PlayStation 5, I'm going to put the PlayStation 5 against my fake PlayStation 5 and see how close I got. I like the competition between the major console makers because gamers win. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Holy heck, 1,100 people watching. Hello, everybody. $5 super chat from K's7 Gaming. He says, Sony is releasing a line of TVs with the seal perfect for PS5. What do you think of this? That's smart. I had not heard that. PlayStation, let's see here. I want to look that up real quick because we have here now just a couple minutes. We got 20 minutes until this thing kicks off. Let's look at these PlayStation branded TVs. Let's see what Sony considers Sony branded TVs perfect for PlayStation. Here we go. Interesting. I had not seen this. Is there a night mode? Oh God, why is this? I hate these tech websites that have an ad bigger than the freaking screen. Silent Hill for gamers. Yeah, I want Silent Hill today. If we see Silent Hill today, I'll make you a deal. If we see Silent Hill today, I will dump some mango juice on my face. Thank you to the 1,100 people watching this. This is now my biggest stream ever. I appreciate everybody being here. Feel free to hit that like button. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. I absolutely love making gaming content. I put out a couple gaming videos every week. My favorite thing to do is reviews. If you like big deep dive game reviews, hit subscribe if you feel like it. But let's check this out. Sony launches ready for PlayStation 5 Bravia TV. 2 ranges. This is so interesting. I had not heard this. Full array LED lighting with local dimming support. So it's like super HD, 120 hertz of frame rate. So, okay, so it's like, this is kind of smart. I mean, this is straight up. This is straight up people saying, like, this is straight up Sony going, all right, we have the lab. We have the PlayStation 5 prototypes of the factory. Let's make the perfect TV for it. That's pretty funny. Raymond's donated super chat. Ooh, this is a spicy super chat. Raymond just donated $5 and says, "What do you think of people calling Spider-Man being exclusive to the PlayStation 4 Avengers anti-consumer? I think Sony just cares about their consumers and okay." So it's not anti-consumer. Like that's the word anti-consumer is a very specific purpose. In my opinion, anti-consumer is things like microtransactions, abusive techniques, paywalling content. Like there have been games like the Prince of Persia that came out on PlayStation 3. They paywalled the real ending. The real ending to the game was downloadable content. So if you paid $60 for that game, you couldn't see the true conclusion unless you paid an additional $10. That to me is anti-consumer. I think that what's going on with the PlayStation thing, I think people are upset and they don't know how to express how they're upset. Like to me, the reason that I don't like the fact that Spider-Man is only on one console, I'm mostly a PlayStation gamer, so I'm going to get a chance to play it. I don't like it because since they're going to be making Spider-Man downloadable content, he's not going to be part of the main story. We're not going to be talking with Spider-Man. We're not going to be playing as Spider-Man and getting a chance to fight against MODOK and level him up from day one. He is going to be a minor person who shows up in 2021, and he probably is going to have less than 10 lines. He's probably not going to be in the cutscenes because a lot of times with these games, when they introduce cutscene hero or when they introduce DLC heroes later, they don't even add them into cutscenes. I truly believe that this, like, I think that Spider-Man is kind of getting screwed over. Like, and that's what bothers me. I don't care about the console exclusive part. I do feel like that the Crystal Dynamics kind of screwed over Spider-Man. Spider-Man is owned by Sony. No, he's not, and I wish people would stop saying it. Marvel owns Spider-Man. Marvel created Spider-Man. Marvel, when they were broke in the 90s, they sold the movie rights of Spider-Man to Sony. The only people that are allowed to make movies of Spider-Man is Sony or people who have permission by Sony. Video games are completely allowed. Like freaking, we just had Ultimate Alliance 3. This just came out. Anybody who thinks that this is owned, do you see all the Spider-Man on the cover of this? There's a Spider-Man. Oh, let's see this. Oh, there's a Spider-Man. Oh, what's that in the back? Oh, there's a Spider-Man. Like, do you see all these Spider-Man? This is not a Sony lawsuit, people. This is Totally allowed. Sony does not own Spider-Man. Please, if you want to be involved in this debate, don't say that. Yeah, Sony has their own Spider-Man game. They should own it. Yeah, that honestly, that's the most annoying thing is I hope that this Spider-Man that appears in the game in the Avengers game, I hope it's that Sony. I hope it's the one from the Spider-Man game, or at least that voice actor. Let's see here. Yeah, I heard the Avengers game is hot garbage. Honestly, so I'm doing a big video tomorrow about the Avengers game. That Avengers game looks bad. That Avengers game looks real bad. Okay, but I want to read the super chat here. FPS Wizard, which by the way, fantastic name. He just super chatted $5 and says, "Congrats on the stream. Question: You like horror games? Why no interest in Last of Us Part 2?" Last of Us Part 2, in my opinion, it doesn't go horror. There are different genres of horror. The more you get invested in horror, the more you see that there are subgenres. There's body horror, there's psychological horror. Like when you think about Silent Hill isn't about the monsters, it's about the self-torture. It's about the nightmares. Resident Evil is survival horror. It's about giving you controls and giving you guns, but then not enough bullets to try and protect yourself. So I think that with all these different genres of horror, I feel like Last of Us, it falls into this like desperation horror. It tries to scare you here and there, but for the most part, the monsters are kind of just mowed down. Sony pony guy. I like that I just talked about how Sony is screwing things up, and then somebody in chat's like, "You just love Sony." Heho China just super chatted and said, "Steve Jobs from heaven says Xbox is trash." Whoa, Schwarles with the $10 Big O super chat and says, "How do you deal with burnout? I try and give myself breaks in between games and still find myself getting bored after I understand that gameplay loop and recognize typical tropes." The big way that I never get burnt out games, I play video games like 40 to 80 hours every single week, and I have been doing this for years and years and years. The way that I don't get burnout is I switch genres. I will play an MMORPG, and then a racing game, and then 20 hours of Fall Guys, and then I'll do some side quests in Final Fantasy VII. Like, to me, the same way that you don't get bored by food, the way you don't get bored by food is by having a wide taste range. You eat a little bit of pizza, you have a candy bar, you enjoy some delicious mango juice. Like, the way to keep yourself hardcore into gaming 24 hours a day and not burning out is to not laser focus on one project. Are you tired of Ghost of Tsushima right now? Go play some Gran Turismo. Do you think that Gran Turismo sucks? Go check out some Let's Plays of Forza. Oh, are you not in a Forza mood? Okay, then go play Grand Theft Auto, because they put it on sale every 20 minutes. God, I love mango juice. I'm bored with life? Well, I can't help you. If you're bored with life, you need to talk to a counselor. Mango juice. Wouldn't it be awesome if we got a new Onimusha? Yeah, I'd be hyped if we got a new Onimusha. PUBG, yeah. I don't like PUBG anymore because PUBG has bots now, and the bots are boring. Hoping for Resident Evil 8. I'm going to time this guy out who just keeps saying the word milk over and over again. Because honestly, I don't know why you're saying milk, but it probably means cum. So I'm just going to go ahead and time you out real quick there, bud. Good luck with your milking. Milk. Make sure to save some mango juice for that Silent Hill 5 reveal. True, true. The Color Black just super chatted $15 and says, "How do we get a petition going for a Legend of Dragoon remake?" Ooh, dude, a Legend of Dragoon remake would be fire. Oh my god, I would be. If we get a Legend of Dragoon remake somehow, I'm going to lose my mind. If we somehow get a complete remake of Legend of Dragoon or a sequel to Legend of Dragoon, I would lose it, man. What is that? H&L. Victor Handel just super chatted 30 H&L. I'm not even sure what I'm not sure what currency that is, but thank you so much for that super chat. No message, but thank you there, Victor. Black Ops Cold War. You being here makes me happy. Thank you, guys. How's it going? Yeah, Elden Ring would be coolio. There's a Switch. Is this event for PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5? It's going to be... So the official statement, this is like their official thing, is what we're going to see today is probably going to be 99% PlayStation 4, but I do think that we'll probably see like a couple PlayStation 5 teases. Will The Last of Us 2 multiplayer be a PlayStation 5 exclusive, says Chris B with a $5 super chat. No, I think Last of Us 2 multiplayer. In fact, we may see The Last of Us 2 multiplayer today. All right, I want to read. We just got 3 big super chats here in a row. Heho China just super chatted $5 and said Nintendo and Sony have more than one wins in console wars. Microsoft is 0. People left the X360 and it lost at the end. I still think that, so video games are not a zero-sum game. It's possible for multiple people to win. I definitely think that the Xbox 360 won. The Xbox 360 killed it. The PlayStation 3 ended up beating it at the very last second, but I still think with all the billions of dollars they made off the Xbox 360, even after the Red Ring of Death fiasco, they really managed to pull it out. All right, let's see here. Raymond just super chatted $10 and said, what do you think about Xbox not having a lot of exclusives while Sony is making niche exclusives? Xbox 360 won, PS4 won this gen, so exclusive strats seem smart. Whose plan is is the best going forward? Raymond, that's a great point, which is that, yes, like Raymond actually nailed it right there, which is that exclusives are king. That's a good super chat. Thank you for the $10, by the way. Is that, let's face it, the reason that the Xbox 360 won, it wasn't just because of Halo. It was because they were putting exclusive Call of Duty maps on the Xbox 360. Skyrim DLC came first to the Xbox 360. It was the fact that Xbox 360 got things like Gears of War. Back when Gears of War came out, that thing was explosively popular. Fable 1, 2, 3, they freaking sold. Even if you actually hate Fable 3, you got to realize that thing sold consoles. So going into the next generation, you can't just be the best third-party platform. You have to be the best with exclusives if you're trying to be a console maker. Chris B just super chatted $5. Oh, sorry, I read this one. He said, will Last of Us 2 be multiplayer? Last of Us 2 multiplayer be PS5 exclusive? I do think that that Last of Us 2 is going to come to PlayStation 5, and I think it's going to be one of those like big games they talk about. I think it's going to be them being like, hey, like this is the upgrades that are available to the PlayStation 5. The Gears of War E3 reveal was wild. Yeah, I still think about the I love the what was it called, Mad World. This is a super famous trailer, Gears of War. I'm going to watch this, and I'm going to catch up on these super chats. I still think this is one of the best teasers they ever did.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places.
Like, it's just so dramatic, and it conveys the game.
Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow.
This is a game about machine guns that have chainsaws on them.
And I find it kind of funny.
I like this teaser so much. I still think this is one of the best like E3 teasers I ever saw. This played in theaters? Oh yeah. This is it, yeah, Hold Me Bros.
People run in circles, it's a very, very
mad world. I pre-ordered this game as soon as I saw that trailer. I was like, yep, I'm pre-ordering. All right, Joshua Reese just super chatted £2 or euros and said, Silent Hill PS5, how do you imagine it will be in play? So I've heard rumors that there are going to be 2 Silent Hill games maybe coming to PlayStation 5, and I've heard one is going to kind of be a reboot and one is going to be like a new standalone game, but we will see. I think that they're going to try and make it play very much, probably, I think they're going to try and make it play as much like Silent Hill 1 as possible. Lots of melee weapons, a little bit of bullets, very few healing items, a lot of stuff that like super gets into it. Sorry for asking how long till the state of play. So the state of play total is going to be 40 minutes long, and it starts in 8 minutes. 8-minute warning, chat. If you haven't already, be sure you get yourself a nice cup of soda or something to get you nice and awake. This is going to be a 40-minute presentation. It's going to be hyped. If you haven't already, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, I'm glad I clicked back. All right, we're going to mute this because I know for a fact they just repeat the same sound over and over again. Oh, we're going to turn it real volume. Did you play the last Silent Hill games? Yes, I've played every Silent Hill game. I played Dead by Daylight Silent Hill with you, Dreamcast guy. Do you remember? Yes, I do remember that other guy. Silent Hill Tactics? I don't know if I would like Silent Hill Tactics. Oh my gosh. Shamsa just donated $50 to the stream. Thank you so freaking much, Shamsa, as always, for the support. Everybody, so the last thing, the streams have been doing extremely well lately. They keep blowing up. The next thing, I'm spending all these super chats. This isn't just to buy whiskey or something. I'm actually going to be spending all the super chat money to upgrade my webcam. My webcam is the last thing I need to upgrade. Now that I have a good microphone, which is this bad boy, I'm going to be spending all these super chats on a good freaking cam. So thank you everybody who's been super chatting like crazy. Like, thank you to all the new subscribers. This is my biggest stream ever now. 1,400 people watching. So hello. I saw you in a Kevin Kinson vid. Will there be more collabs? Greeting from Brooklyn. Maybe, yeah. Kevin's very cool. He reached out to me for that vid. That was very fun. How rare is Silent Hill 3 for the PlayStation 2? I think it's pretty rare. Yeah, if we see Silent Hill today, I am going to lose it. Real quickly, I kind of want to run and grab, I kind of want to refill my juice. How would you feel about a new Parasite Eve game? I would like that. I'm not sure if we would see that. Remember that Dreamcast guy said that if they show Silent Hill at the state of play, he will pour mango juice on his head. $5 super chat from Atari700 and said, nothing wrong with buying some whiskey. Masuka says, Pyramid Head and Smash Brothers confirmed. Dude, I would love that. I would love that. If y'all didn't see the... I played a little bit of it. Actually, I'm not going to show y'all my gameplay because I did terrible. But Pyramid Head, Dead by Daylight. Gameplay. Now, let's get not a YouTuber doing this. Let's just do these jerks. 10 minutes of Pyramid Head gameplay. Blitz just super chatted $5 and said, Dreamcast guy, I'm not excited for any next-gen consoles yet. I am excited for the Werewolf game, though. Yeah, I'm so glad. I think you're the person, Blitz, you're the one who told me about Werewolf the Apocalypse, right? I didn't even know about that new Werewolf game until you guys told me about it. And I'm really glad now that I know about it. I'm very excited. But, so this is the DLC they did for Dead by Daylight. It's this is obviously Heather from Silent Hill 3. Spoilers, she is the baby from Silent Hill 1. She grew up. This is her as a grown-up. And she's trying to run around the school from Silent Hill 1 as Pyramid Head from Silent Hill 2 tries to chase her down. Now, ever since we saw this DLC, I have 100% believed that this is a sign. I truly believe that this is actually the developers trying to show us that they are going to be doing more Silent Hill stuff very, very soon. I think that this is them trying to show... like, remember the universe, remember what we've built so far, because we're going to be adding on to it. Get that juice quick. All right, yeah, let's look at the timer here. What do we got? 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Okay. Can you make the face cam window smaller? Yeah. Boom. How's that? Vampire the Masquerade looks way good. I think Vampire the Masquerade looks good, but it's also very different. I want to see Fatal Frame on Nintendo Switch. Yeah. That werewolf game is promising. Red Dead Redemption 2 werewolf DLC. How could you have spoiled that for me? It's been 20 years. If you don't know the storyline of Resident Evil 2 or Silent Hill 3. Do you think that they'll reveal PlayStation All-Stars Remastered? No, the PlayStation All-Stars is dead. Okay, I'm going to run and grab mango juice. 36. Everybody do me a favor. Talk a lot in chat. Make it seem like this is a super busy presentation. Everybody's freaking out. Everybody's excited. I'm going to turn the volume up like this so we seem really busy. That way, if anybody stumbles into this, they think it's a big old party, okay? Everybody ready to party? All right, I'm getting mango juice. Okay, mango juice, okay. Ooh, look how busy chat is. Woo, yes, what a big party. Woo, chat hype. Yes, this is your official it's your official permission to spam. Whoa, look at this big party. Okay, cool. Hashtag mango party. Have you played any Resident Evil games? Some of them, yeah. Oh my god, chat is exploding. Milk drinker or mango drinker? I don't really like milk. I want to play Avowed, Everwild, and Hellblade 2. Can't wait to get my hands on Cyberpunk Collector's Edition. Yeah, Cyberpunk is probably my most hyped game for the rest of the year for sure. Yo, Dreamcast guy, there's a $5 super chat from Blitz. I'm gonna turn down this freaking screensaver crappy music. Dreamcast guy, what if they made a game where you play as Pyramid Head, the Pyramid Head with a safe from Evil Within, or Boogeyman from Silent Hill, in one game? Would you buy? Yeah, absolutely. Anything with Pyramid Head, I gotta buy. Yeah. What's up, gamers? Dreamcast guy here. Today, this is the mango stream. We're going to be sipping the finest of mango juices. If you enjoy it, be sure to smash that mango button, subscribe for the latest mango content, and no matter what, be ready for the stream of all streams as we check out the state of mango. This is going to be a good old one. Hopefully we see some stuff. Obviously, my biggest hope, my biggest dream is a little bit of Resident Evil 8, because they have said in their official statement that there will be a little bit of PlayStation 5, a little drop of it, a little mango drop. So hopefully it'll be good. These big dirty milkers in chat. 90 seconds, folks. 90 seconds. Mango ASMR with Dreamcast guy. You legend. He did the intro. I'm excited. I have no idea what's about to happen. Resident Evil Nemesis featuring mangoes. Ooh, I would love that. 60 seconds. Everybody just focus, put all the good energy. Hopefully we see some big, cool, amazing reveals. You know, PlayStation Vita 2, PSP 3. Which Silent Hill game is your favorite? I definitely love for me personally, my favorite is definitely Resident Evil 2. I love Resident Evil 2. I do have a huge soft spot for Resident Evil, or Silent Hill 1. Silent Hill 2, I like them all. I actually am a big defender of Silent Hill 4. Maybe they'll show off a firmware update. Mango Cast guy for sure. All right, this is the last time I'll say this. There's 1,400 people watching. If y'all haven't already, subscribe, smash that like button. It's time to get games. I'm gonna turn the volume up. Turn the volume up. Oh, that's too big. That's too big.
Hey everyone, I'm Lou Studdard, producer at Toys for Bob, and I'm here to talk to you about Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Crash 4 is a direct sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped.
Hell
The
yeah.
devious villains, Neo Cortex and Dr. Entropy, have finally escaped their interdimensional prison, leaving an evil scientist-sized hole in the universe. Now they've got their eyes set on not only simply conquering this dimension, but all dimensions. And it's up to Crash and Coco to save the day. Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is the first totally new game in the Crash Bandicoot series in over a decade. So for us at Toys for Bob, we felt that it was important to reintroduce longtime fans, as well as new players, to this amazing franchise.
This game is so
First,
good.
we
I
made
got
sure
a
to
chance to play
incorporate
it.
the classic tense, precise, and perspective-shifting platforming that we all fell in love with. And then, we wanted to introduce exciting new elements that we can't wait to show you
That
today.
looks so good.
Let's start with Insanity Beach. This is where Crash's adventure first started, and where we pick things up again in Crash 4. But there have definitely been changes since we first saw Insanity Beach all those years ago. And throughout Crash 4, you'll see those changes to our gameplay and even our art style. Our art teams wanted to take inspiration from not just the original games, but the animated cartoons that inspired those original games, all while also delivering bigger, more awe-inspiring dimensions to explore.
How's that? Is that good?
Throughout Crash 4, you'll see wide open new vistas, new character models, and lots of expressive animations. And with all of that also comes new additions to the platforming, like having the ability to wall run, rope swing, rail grind, and zip line as well. In the original trilogy, specifically Crash Warped, there were certain moments in the game where Crash would change outfits. Think Crash wearing a biker jacket when
nice.
riding a motorcycle. That seemed like a natural area for us to expand upon. So we have loaded the game with tons of awesome skins that you can earn and wear throughout the game. These skins are totally cosmetic and a fun way to express yourself while playing the game. And just to be clear, there's no MTX here.
No
Skins are earned by
microtransactions.
completing different challenges and earning gems within levels.
Crash for Smash.
Crash 4 also introduces the Quantum Masks, the powerful protectors of time and space.
Yeah, you're right,
Crash and
this-
Coco will need their
better than
assistance
Halo.
throughout the game to tackle the crazy challenges that we're going to be throwing at the player. Whether it's Ika Ika, who gives you the ability to instantly flip your center of gravity at the press of a button, Kapunawa, who allows you to slow down the world
I got to
around
use
you,
this one.
or Lonnie Lowly, who allows you to phase shift elements in and out of existence. Bending the rules of reality and altering your environment with these new masks is a must. We also can't wait to talk to you about the fourth mask, Akano, but that's gonna have to wait for another day. What we can tell you today, though, is that Crash isn't the only character you get to take control of during this adventure. For starters, you can play the entire game as Coco. Any level that you can play as Crash, you can also play as Coco.
All right,
It's
that
also
makes
very
sense.
important for us that she take a more prominent role in the story this time as well. But that's not all. We've got a few other characters that
That
you'll
looks
get to control at key
crazy.
points in the adventure, so that they can provide their own fresh perspectives and new gameplay.
Oh, that
Here
looks
you
so
can
good.
see that you'll be taking control of Neo Cortex. He's all about using his blaster to change an enemy in his path.
I don't like that.
In
I
addition
played
to
the Neo
playing as
Cortex levels.
We're excited to reveal that for the first time, you'll also get to tail slap your way through crates as Dingo Dial. I repeat, you get to play as Dingo Dial in Crash 4. Now, a lot has changed in the years since we last saw Dingo Dial. In fact, he hung up his old flamethrower rocket launcher combo when he decided to retire from a life of villainy and open a diner. Unfortunately for Dingo, fortunately for us, his adventure begins by witnessing the destruction of said beloved diner and getting sucked into another dimension.
All right, that looks all right.
Finally, there's one more surprise I'm incredibly excited to show you today. The Crash Bandicoot series has always been about finding new and exciting ways to play through the game. In the past, it's been about taking on time trials or discovering all the hidden secrets. Well, for Crash 4, we wanted to bring something brand new to the table. So we teamed up with our friends at Beanox to create a brand new style of play for Crash 4 that we call inverted mode. It's our souped up,
What the
bump-up
hell?
fueled take on a mirror mode. Not only are perspective shifted, but now each of the dimensions are rendered in a new and unique art style that really changes the look and feel of the experience. One dimension could be asking you to traverse through a neon wasteland, while another tasks players with spinning paint all over the environment to see their path
What
forward.
the hell?
We've even got one that feels like an old-timey movie, with the overcranked camera speed increasing the actual speed of gameplay as well. Once unlocked, players can replay all the game's levels with a totally new and dynamic look and feel.
Okay,
it's an
I love
incredibly
that.
fun feature that is going to give every player, especially the completionists out there,
This is
a reason
insane,
to
you're
revisit
right, yeah.
each level again to see what new and exciting experiences in store for them. So that's some of the new stuff that we have in store for you in Crash Bandicoot
Acid
4.
mode.
It's about time. Experience the space and time-bending madness on October 2nd.
Even if you just rent that game, I think that everybody needs to play that. I got a chance to play a demo.
Today's State of Play is loaded with third-party updates for PS4 and PSVR, and some new PS5 gameplay too.
40
We
minutes,
open the
boys.
show with an all-new look at Crash 4. It's About Time, coming
High
to
mode.
PlayStation 4 on October 2nd. Now let's keep the party going with the
All
latest from IO Interactive.
Besides, this is your big day. You should mingle, have fun.
Oh, don't worry about that. My art speaks for itself.
Well, I have to go. I'll call you when I get back to you.
Some weird voice acting. I can finally live out my dreams of being bald. I can just put on my bald goggles. Play the entire game in first person. Interesting. You should get the barcode tattoo on your head, Dreamcast guy. Maybe. Is this Braid too? This reminds me of Braid. This is Braid 2, 100%. This is the art style of Braid. You rewind time in Braid. That's the key. This is Braid 2. Holy hell. Oh, it's just the same game again. Okay. It's clearly Prince of Persia.
We are happy to announce Braid Anniversary Edition. It's the classic puzzle adventure where you manipulate time, hand repainted for modern, high resolutions.
Many areas have been re-envisioned to make
Okay.
them more unique, and it's even more like a living painting with brushstrokes animating the world. There are more than 9 pixels for each pixel in the original game. There are new animations for smoother motion,
Improved sound and music to enhance the mood, and many hours of developer commentary and interviews on subjects like puzzle design, programming, and visual art.
We plan to make it the most
Okay.
detailed commentary in any game ever. So if you want to learn how video games are made, Braid Anniversary Edition will be a really good resource.
We hope you'll enjoy the game when it comes out early next year.
I'm not getting that. I played the hell out of the game back in the day. I'm good. Those graphics.
The Pathless is a mythic adventure set on a mystical island. Let's
Wait,
take a quick
so
tour
this says
in this new
PlayStation
footage
5.
captured from PS5.
PS5.
Hi everyone, this is Matt Nava from Giant Squid. I'm excited to share more with you today about our upcoming game, The Pathless. The Pathless is an open-world, mythic adventure game set in a vast forest. You play as the Hunter.
This graphically, this looks really cool.
The Hunter is a master of archery. She can shoot talismans to fill her dash meter, which allows her to bound across the landscape. Fluid, dynamic movement is at the core of the
She's
Pathless.
shooting arrows at full
So the
speed.
game's unique take on archery is all about timing, not aiming down sights.
Oh, the Absu
This design
people.
was critical to making it possible to shoot even while moving fast and performing acrobatic maneuvers.
That's cool.
You instantly feel as skilled as the hunter herself.
This is definitely those PlayStation 5 load times. Developers talked about this. You'll just be able to move faster in PS5 games than you ever could in
With help
PS4
from the
games.
eagle, you can even fly. The bond between the hunter and the eagle is central in the Pathless.
That's a
You
strong
can gain
eagle.
altitude while you glide by flapping.
Jesus. That eagle is on steroids. Drug test that eagle.
Make sure you pet the eagle to keep it clean and in good flying condition.
This is actually really cool to me. He's like, yes, rub me.
You'll find secrets all over the island, if you know where to look. Collecting crystals will let you upgrade the eagle's ability to flap. You'll also discover larger puzzles to solve in ancient structures.
I'm not sure I'll buy this game, but it looks cool. Like, I would definitely need to see more of it, but this is an interesting look.
The Pathless is all about finding your own way forward. So unlike most open-world games, there's no map. Instead, the hunter can use her mask to peer into the spirit world and discover distant landmarks. It even shows you where you've been. Getting to higher vantage points will let you see further with spirit vision.
Somebody in chat said you have to beat the eagle off to level it up. I was like, come on.
Giant cursed spirits, the source of the darkness, will pose a constant threat to you on your quest. They will try to separate you from the eagle.
Yeah, show me combat.
Stay still in the light to avoid detection.
Oh my, that's
You
cool,
won't be
but
able to take on the cursed spirits until you've returned light to the obelisks.
okay. So there is some combat though. It's not all. Oh god, that looks really cool. Indie Breath of the Wild. I do hope there's some real combat though. I want to kill those demons. I don't want to hide.
When the obelisks are restored, the cursed spirits will be vulnerable. Chase them down through the forest to corner them in a dramatic final battle.
This looks rad. Okay, I dig this. So I guess there's basically just going to be bosses. It's going to be like,
The hunter and eagle will have to defeat the cursed spirits to bring light back to the world.
it's like, I'm spacing, the
I
giant
hope you've
Titan
enjoyed
Colossus.
this overview of the Pathless. We've only scratched the surface. There's so much more to explore and discover. The Pathless is coming out later this year. Thanks for watching.
So it's like Breath of the Wild meets Shadow of the Colossus. Like it's just bosses and just exploration. I like this studio's games. I'll play it. This game is definitely not for everybody, but I like this studio, so I'm playing it. Breath of the Wild Monster Hunter.
Next up, let's see what's in store for Spelunky 2.
Family
Hi,
friendly.
my name is Derek Yu, and I'm the creator of Spelunky. For Spelunky 2, I wanted to make sure we made something that got old fans excited and also brought in new players. It was important we didn't change the things that made Spelunky such a unique experience in the first place. So many people became fans of the game through their friends and family, and even strangers on the internet. That's one reason why we're adding online multiplayer, so that more people can play the game together. And I also wanted to include that feeling of community into Spelunky 2 itself to make sure that the game felt welcoming even though it's difficult. In
I'm
Spelunky
burned
2,
out
when you
on
do runs and
Spelunky.
discover new characters, you'll also be building an in-game community and family. I designed the world of Spelunky 2 to feel much more rich and dynamic than Spelunky 1. It's going to feel a lot more full.
A Game Boy game.
Players will be able to explore and interact with it in lots of new ways. For example, you'll be able to ride turkeys and find hidden passageways. And you'll have to choose between branching paths as you make your way deeper into the caves. As a result, the stories players create will have much more texture to them. Even after many, many hours of playing, I still have interesting runs that don't even go past the first area. In Spelunky 1, runs often centered around the shops and how you chose to interact with them. So in Spelunky 2, we've expanded the shopping experience and made them more nuanced and exciting. And also added new characters that can help you or hinder you. Given how amazing the Spelunky community is, it's hard to say how long it will take to find the deepest secrets. But I think the great thing about Spelunky is that the deepest secrets are the ones that even I don't know about. And there are lots of new things to play with that I hope players can use to push past the boundaries of what we,
Looks like a
as
Flash
the
game on
developers,
early
know
internet.
about the game. I have two types of favorite stories from Spelunky fans. First are when people are genuinely surprised by something that happened in the game. And second, the ones where people shared a fun experience with friends and family in multiplayer.
The stream just
These
started
are the
looking like
stories I
crap.
wanted to expand upon in Spelunky 2. Friends and family in multiplayer. These are the stories I wanted to expand upon in Spelunky 2. They're really what guided my design choices. After releasing Spelunky, I knew there was a lot more that could be done with the concept and the world.
Chat, y'all are brutal.
Knowing that possibility was out there is what's been exciting for me and the rest of the team. In a lot of ways, when Spelunky 2 comes out, I want players to experience what we experienced making it. That feeling that there's something special there waiting for you to discover it. A big thanks to the fans who've waited patiently for us to finish Spelunky 2. It's been a long journey, but I think it's gonna be worth it. Thanks.
Yawn. No. AJ White super chat at $5 said, "Love your comments to Dreamcast guy. I'd love to see a new Pixel Junk shooter revealed. I adore the originals. Yeah, Pixel Junk shooter, Pixel Junk monsters, a lot better than this." Oh, good guys, that's coming next month to play. Now, if you love Spelunky, Hey, look, there's more
We've got a
spunk.
bunch of new PS4 updates to share with you, starting with a closer look at Genshin Impact.
Isn't this the Breath of the Wild ripoff game that all the Nintendo people got mad about?
Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
It's anime Breath of the Wild. Cool.
I summon thee!
Anime. Anime running. Kiss. Kiss, you two girls.
I deal in death. If you cannot bring yourself to kill, speak my name.
What is this disturbance to which I awaken?
Huh? Think you can get away? Time for takeoff!
Alright. The Coomer audience.
Sentient filth. I claim your mind for the Void Armada.
What?
Gods have squealed for my mercies. Who are you to stand in the way of my vengeance?
What the hell is this, and why do I want to buy it?
This ambition of yours, what a waste of stardust.
It's anime hour, boys.
Go all out or go home, Emperor.
What the hell is going on? So is it gonna be like a side-scrolling beat-em-up or a fighting game? It looks like most stuff is side-scrolling for sure, or 2D.
You should have remained dead.
Aeon must die. Okay. That chick's moving at like 4 frames a second. That's how I run, actually. Oh, tragic backstory. Growing up on the blood ocean. A lot of Christian iconography. Oh my god, watch this be a religious game. I bet that's like Hot Jesus. She's like, thank you, Hot Jesus, for giving me hot
It's
swords.
time to talk bug snacks. Let's check out some gameplay footage captured from
Finally.
PS5.
My invitation is open. Come join me on the island of bug snacks.
Wow, that's your new lead? Another monster hunt? Elizabeth Megafig is a two-bit con artist! Don't tell me you actually believe this half-baked nonsense! I swear, if you chase this bug snack story, you're out of a job!
You're the journalist! Lisbeth said you'd be coming. There's a bug snack right over there. Do me a favor and take my snack trap.
Stranger, I could use your help. This bunger goes wild for ketchup. Use it to lead the bunger over yonder.
I want you to use that journalistic instinct to find out what my favorite
That
bug
is a
snack
carrot snake.
and feed it to me, obs.
She wants to eat her carrot snake.
Mrs. Papa. Oh, of course he does. Well, I have a few prototype traps that I could put to use.
You're pretty good at stuff, and nobody hates you yet. You can catch bug snacks and bring everybody back to Snacksburg.
This is so bizarre.
Well, say you do find these bug snacks and make it back alive. You just might keep your job. Now get going and try not to fall off a cliff.
Oh, that's the legendary bug snacks, I bet. That is so bizarre.
There's a lot more in store. Let's start with an update on an eagerly awaited PlayStation VR game.
Meh.
The Force is strong with you.
You must stop Vida.
I don't understand why you never mentioned that you had the Force.
COD 2020. Sparks are so random. Halo is better than Bugsnax because it's about the gameplay. You do realize you're actually comparing like PlayStation Pokemon to fucking Halo.
Whatever you do, stay in the light.
It's the final Control update. Rumor is this is the Alan Wake crossover. Alan Wake, Alan Wake, Alan Wake. That was Alan Wake. Oh my god! What? What? Alan Wake is coming to PlayStation 4 like that? What? That game is called Control. Control is already a good game. Control is like a shooter with magic powers. The DLCs have been really, really good as well. So the final DLC is coming out, and the final DLC is merging the universes of Alan Wake, their previous game, and this. So Alan Wake coming back is super cool. I'm a huge Alan Wake fan. I loved Control, but I'm a bigger Alan Wake fan. this does not look like anything super impressive. I don't quite know why this is in a state of play. The Pedestrian. How is that taking a year to develop?
Now let's take a look at 2 new games headed to PS5.
2 new PlayStation 5 games.
Are the forest shadows. Ghosts. Running silently between the straight, cold lines of a corrupt state.
Quieten down, don't shed a tear.
They count, ration, manipulate.
There's a wolf in the night and he's talking to me.
They've taken everything from those they claim to protect.
When the statesmen ravage and
Authority and steel will not stop us.
Is this a new Thief game?
We aren't an invading army.
of the forest will be right at hand.
We are wraiths. We bypass defenses and strike at the heart.
The ghost of the forest, the wraith of the night. He won't blink twice, he'll be by your side. The stag on his heavy,
We take back what was stolen,
when the hoods both fly
and the people call us heroes.
from the dead.
What the hell is this? It looks so good.
To others, we are rivals.
Hammer them. Hammer my pre-order.
We are
Hood.
all outlaws.
Hood, Outlaws and Legends. Thank you for the bless yous in chat.
But some of us,
So it's like a multiplayer.
legends.
When hoods both fly.
The hell? So multiplayer, like thief game. So you're trying to take down the opponents and steal treasure first. Tim. This is such a great Pokemon ripoff song. This game is pretty good. I played it in early access. I might play it on PlayStation 5. I don't know. I'll decide when it comes out. Maybe I'll be.
Before we wrap up, let's take a tour of Godfall. We've got new PS5
Okay.
gameplay for this melee-focused action epic launching this holiday.
So there's 5 minutes left. I think this is going to be the last 5 minutes.
Hello, my name is Keith Lee, and I am the game director for Godfall. On behalf of Counterplay Games, we are very excited to share gameplay with you today and to offer you a glimpse into the mystical world of Godfall. Today, you'll be seeing extensive gameplay captured on a PlayStation 5 development kit. Please keep in mind that the game is still a work in progress, and some things may change from the final product as we continue to learn and harness the power of Sony's next-generation console. Please enjoy. So let's jump right into what Godfall is. Godfall is a looter slasher that features intense action, satisfying moment-to-moment combat, and robust loot progression systems. You can enjoy the game at your own pace, playing alone, or through online co-op with up to 2 additional teammates. Godfall is set in a brand new high fantasy universe filled with heroic knights, arcane magic, and forbidden realms. The world is split up into the elemental realms of earth, water, air, and fire.
Oh, so it's basically an Avatar game.
Godfall is a complete package. All loot and gear in the game are acquired or unlocked through gameplay. There are no microtransactions, no waiting for content. It's all in the game on day one. As you adventure, you'll get to tear through enemies to challenge a mad god who awaits you at the top. You
Good.
play
I love
a
to
Valorian
kill
knight,
gods.
a godlike warrior able to equip valor plates, legendary armor sets that transform you into an unstoppable master of melee combat. Throughout your journey, you'll find ancient valor plates lost in time, each with their own characteristics
No Resident
and
Evil,
long
looks like.
history. Now let's talk about gameplay in Godfall. First, our team wanted to do something different.
I can't really be excited for this
to
game
combine
yet.
action RPG loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we think is a looter slasher.
Something about this seems so hollow.
Our
Like,
game is therefore one
so many
part
of these-
gear-driven
these enemies
and
wait.
one
These
part
enemies are
player
like,
skill-driven.
I sure
In
hope you
other
don't
words,
stab me.
Not only do we want you to find exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have that feeling of accomplishment or mastering the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall. From a combat philosophy perspective, the melee combat in Godfall is intended to be fluid, dynamic, and interactive.
It's intended to be
embracing
fluid,
offense
and then it goes
over
like
defense.
this.
More often than not, you'll be facing multiple enemies at the same time. As a result, you should always be moving and closing the gap on enemies. Also, you dominate the combat space, not the enemies, and the game rewards you for being aggressive.
Yeah, the enemies don't look like they fight
Now
back
that you're
very
familiar
much.
with the combat philosophy, let's dig into the weapons themselves. In Godfall, there are 5 weapon classes: the longsword, the dual blades, the polearm, the two-handed
You can tell
warhammer,
this is supposed to be epic. We're supposed
and
to
the
be
two-handed
impressed.
greatsword. Each weapon class has their own unique
These
movesets
enemies
and
stand there.
playstyles, ranging
They
from
literally
fast combos
stand
to
there.
more strategic, deliberate play. As you defeat enemies in your adventures, you will acquire numerous weapons for each weapon category, each weapon with their own primary and secondary traits. At a later date, we will delve into the weapon classes and how to modify them in greater detail. For now, we'll go over the dual blades and the longsword weapon classes. The dual blades are the fastest weapon class in Godfall, embodying speed, fluidity, and mobility. The dual blades are exceptional against soft, unarmored targets or single targets. You can perform a combo by executing 4 consecutive light attacks. The dual blades heavy attack is a spinning blade cyclone. The blade cyclone can also be used as a finisher at the end of your light attack combo. So what are the signature moves for the dual blades? As you build up charge, you can also activate Inner Focus, which is unique to the dual blades, which inflicts massive damage in a short period of time. There's also Mortal Coil, where you can throw your blade into an enemy, pulling the enemy towards you like pulling a cable. Now let's switch to the longsword weapon class.
You can tell this is supposed to be a
Longswords are
big deal.
balanced
We're
weapons,
supposed to be impressed.
embodying
This is the
crisp
showstopper.
damage and simple cooldowns without needing a lot of elaborate combo setups. Similar to dual blades, longswords have their own 4-hit light attack combo. Then there's the heavy attack finisher, which can be used at the end of your light
I'm
attack
legit trying to
combo.
hide my yawns. I'm sorry.
There are 3 signature moves for the longsword class. There's Spectral Flurry, which cannot be interrupted and deals high damage to multiple nearby targets. Then there's Spiral Technique, which eviscerates all enemies in a straight fixed path. Notice there's a white flash after a longsword swing called a timing attack. If you press the shield button exactly at the same time, you'll perform a devastating shield uppercut with your longsword. The shield is a core part of Godfall. It's available to you throughout the entire game. You can always block incoming attacks with your shield. If you press the shield button at the right time, You can also parry an attack.
Parrying
you
is
can
in the
perform
game.
a light
Yay.
attack after a last-second shield block to counterattack with a powerful shield strike. The shield is great not just for defense, but also offense. You can aim and throw your shield, which will hit multiple nearby targets. If you tap the shield button just as you catch your shield, you can perform a powerful wave attack. You can double tap the shield button to petrify
They're
enemies.
literally just explaining every button right now.
And of course, you can perform an R3 ground finisher on
Oh, good.
enemies
An
that were
R3
knocked down
ground
to the
finisher. I got a boss fight. Let's keep open-minded. Sometimes, like honestly, sometimes the best parts are the big boss fights. It's like, why is he punching the ground? Like, the enemy seems so dumb. This enemy does not want to be hit. Or this enemy doesn't really want to hurt you. Oh my god, he landed a blow. I'm amazed. The arena's too big. Yeah, I think that's a great criticism. Yeah, the arena is just too big.
We hope you enjoyed our first walkthrough video of Godfall running on the PlayStation 5.
I think the graphics are good. I think the art is great.
Fans for their endless support since our initial reveal back in December. We have a few more surprises coming down the road, such as details on loot and progression, and are eager to share more with you on our way to launch this holiday season. We hope that you will join our Godfall community on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you.
Hey guys, woo. Please have an extra surprise. Please have something extra. Please. It's just going to end right there, isn't it?
That's a wrap.
That's
We
a
hope
wrap.
you enjoyed this peek into the future of PlayStation. See you next time.
I don't know if you will see me next time. Okay, I'll stream the next one too. Let me enlarge my camera again a little bit here. Enhance. I got a $10 super chat there at the end by Jimmy Herrera. And he said, I think we need a gaming industry recession. Change my mind. Oh my god. No Resident Evil. No big surprises. Nothing super impressive. Couple indie games that looked original at least. Some stuff that was kind of fun. I mean, the biggest winners for me were probably that one indie game. I thought that was pretty cool looking. Although, honestly, I already forgot the name. But that looked pretty good. Hey, Baggy Bag Bag in chat. I see you there. That was weird. I guess I still think that one of the things I enjoyed the most was probably that Crash gameplay looked great. Man. I'm kind of excited for Hitman 3. I'm not normally a Hitman person, but I guess I'm kind of excited for Hitman 3 because at least it looks like it's sticking to the new roots. No Elden Ring, no Call of Duty, no anything. It wasn't that bad. It was all right, but I kind of wish we had something extra. Chris B just did a good super chat. He said, no wonder Sony de-hyped the event. Yeah, I mean, they stuck to their word. They were like, hey, our official wording is you're going to see some PlayStation 4 and PSVR and a couple PlayStation 5 game updates. Well, it is what it is. I guess it's... I don't know. 40 minutes. That was 40 minutes, and they didn't show much. What did you guys think about it? What happened to Breath of the Wild 2? What about the big catchers? No Silent Hill. This is very bad. I enjoyed parts of it. That was not a lot there. not a lot there. It was very smart for them to de-hype it, though. Definitely the smart move was to say, like, not a big deal. Like, I like that they did say, you know, chill. But, oh my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Well, I guess I have to do a video. I'm going to do a video talking about this. I want to sit here for a second and drink my cup of mango juice and, like, kind of digest this mentally. I think I'll do a big video. Thank you to the 1,700 people watching. This is my biggest stream ever by far. If you have any last things you want to say to me, any last minute subscribes or anything, I'll read all the rest of these super chats. Once, let me read all these super chats. So anybody who wants to try and get a last minute super chat in, I will read everything and then I'll film a video and upload it. Blitz just super chatted $5 and said, Crash Bandicoot playing as the Croc is like playing K. Rool in Donkey Kong Country. Another games I was really excited for. LOL. I mean, there was some stuff in there. If I'm looking back, let's look at let's rewind this thing a little bit. So we had Crash.
Well, another tasks players with
Crash actually had so much cool stuff. I do think that Hitman 3 was pretty cool. Braid, I do not care about at all. What was this game called again? Spelunky 2, I do not give a crap about at all. This, though, this is something I'm definitely going to be getting. Pathless. That's what it was, Pathless. I was wanting to call it Nameless. So Pathless looks cool. Bug Snacks. I think I'm finally getting used to Bug Snacks. I'm like getting more into the idea. I'm not really a PSVR kind of guy. I own a PlayStation VR, but you know, Hitman saved all of it. Vader Immortal was really sick. There's no reason to get an Xbox Series X or a PlayStation 5. Just stick with the PlayStation 4 Pro. The only good games were Pathless, Crash 4, Hitman. I think there's some good stuff in there for sure. 40-minute dental office visit is more entertaining. All right, Chris, that's a bit dramatic. That's specifically, that's a little bit dramatic. Yeah, I mean, I think Pathless looks good. I'm not probably getting this. Whatever this is, I don't remember the name of this, but I'm not buying whatever the hell. This looks like a auto battler. This looks pretty cool, but that's also PlayStation 5 and not coming out till next year. But at least they showed one new PlayStation 5 game. That was pretty cool. No Silent Hill game again. No Resident Evil 8. No Spider-Man. No Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, they will show more. I mean, that's the big thing is that I think we can realize that, like, this presentation was kind of boring, but, like, they're going to show more eventually. You know, like, the PlayStation 5 is coming soon. Ish. It's definitely going to be revealed at some point. Godfall looks really generic. I fully agree there, Mimic Chest. Also, I love the name Mimic Chest. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to film a video. I should be able to have a video up in an hour or two. I love you guys a bunch. Thanks so much for making this my biggest stream ever. It has been incredibly fun. Very, very amazing. I still can't believe we had 1,700 concurrent viewers. That is absolutely insane. I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to hit those numbers again. That was by far my biggest stream ever. Thank you to everybody. I'm not sure what caused that, if it was streaming or excitement or whatever. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you're a first-time watcher, extra special thank you to you guys. And, all right, I guess I'm going to go chill out and then get on camera and talk about that in a cleaned-up video. Thanks to you guys, and remember, milk in the chat. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant to say keep